Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and today's video is a request. Someone asked for the feat of the Armageddon, and so allow me to share that with you guys. So here we go, fitting for Bruce Willis. That's what I called my Armageddon. I think it's pretty apt when you know the movie. But let's start with the high slots here. And first of all, we have a large remote armor repair 2. The idea here is that if we do get into a PvP engagement with the battleship, so far it's always been against a small gang of Tech 3 cruisers and some other cruisers and battle cruisers. The hope is that we can buy enough time to get a second battleship on the field, and then we do feel that a bit of spider tanking can actually make a really big difference, especially considering that cap warfare has really been the deciding factor so far. Next up we have a neutralizer, so neutralizes a portion of the energy in the target ship's capacitor. The Armageddon has a bonus for this. It's not a Tech 2. I think that's just because we bought a number of Meta 3s and Meta 4s, brought them in the wormhole, and so now we're still in the process of using those. But it's only one of them this time. I went with 3 of them on the Dominics, and while this can be very powerful, the problem I've had with this is that I tried to nuke out the target and all of a sudden, boom, half my cap was gone and I couldn't armor rep comfortably anymore. So I actually feel that one of them should be enough to nuke a target that has like a high priority, or that's a real problem. And so this is why we have just one of them here. But we do have 5 rapid heavy missile launcher 2s with Caldari Navy Nova heavy missiles. Why these? If I go for the description of these launchers, for battleships intended to counter smaller combat ships such as frigates and cruisers. So that is really good in a C1 wormhole. Normally the only things we'll encounter are stuff like Tech 3 cruisers or up to a battle cruiser. They have a very high rate of fire, a very long reload time as well. But what we're hoping to achieve with this is that we can basically overwhelm the first target that we manage to catch. And that is hopefully what these rapid heavy missile launchers will bring to the table. The Caldari Navy Novas is for the explosive damage. The idea here is that if we happen to come across a ship that's not tanked very well, it's very likely to have an explosive gap. So that's why we went with these missiles. Next up, the mid slots. We have a 100 MN afterburner. Why not a micro updrive? The idea here is we want to catch a target close range, and if they happen to have a scram on there as well, an afterburner is making it more likely that we'll be able to stay in range, compared to having a micro drive that would be non-functional if they also have a scram in there, and then something like a fast cruiser could actually get away from us. Then we have a scram and a web. The idea here again, catch the target, stay right on top of it, and then overwhelm it with ogres and with the rapid heavy missile launchers. The one big novelty here compared to the Dominics, of course, the cap booster, which again, it has been a cap warfare that's really become the deciding factors when we had to go up against a larger group with the battleships. And so this is why now we're going to try with the cap booster, try to survive a little bit longer, hopefully buy enough time for another battleship to come on the field, maybe do some remote reps and just basically turn the fight around. But we do need that bit of extra time, and hopefully a cap booster can buy that for us. Low slot is pretty standard here. Damage control 2, 1 drone damage amplifier. Then we get explosive membrane, large armor rep 2. Energized thermic membrane and energized kinetic membrane. The Armageddon has a much more even resistance profile than the Dominic, so you can actually go with that and not have the stacking bonuses of an energized adaptive. I chose a 1600mm plate. Why? Because I also have these types of rigs, large Trimark, and a large Trimark. That does give me, if everything is on, 26,000 armor hit points. I'm not sure why it shows 24,000. It's actually 26,000 when I'm in a fleet. I guess we get like a bit of a bonus when I'm in a fleet. But yeah, basically big buffer, buys as much time as possible. Help with the cap booster. Try to stay alive with just 1 armor rep and get someone else on the field. While if I catch a target close range, it's really gonna die too. To being web scrammed, rapid heavy missile launchers, and then ogre ogres for finishing them off there. I also have a set of guards, that's for the PvE. If anyone thinks it's okay to try and kite me at 20 kilometers, guards can actually help this. And then the standards here, a couple of hammerheads, couple of hobgoblins, few ECM drones, and then the salvage drones. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's Bruce Willis, my Armageddon that I'm using, and I do think it's gonna be pretty good for PvP. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But this is the ship I'm flying at the moment. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.